AM 560. The Answer.
I'll tell you, Squirrel, when you update me about the chat, I absolutely love it. This is not hell just because George Soros is alive. And this is the greatest time in America that we've faced over the last half a century minimum. And the reason is we got one guy and one guy only exposing it all.
But I called him. I said, would you like to give us a little hand? We don't need help with Iran. But if you'd like, give us a hand with Iran. He said, no, thanks. And I said, wait a minute. We have 39,000 soldiers over there guarding you from Kim Jong-un, your next-door neighbor, and you're not going to help us on a very easy military operation in Iran? That's strange. No, we'd rather not get involved. I say, well, why are we involved in helping you?
Bingo. Same thing with Spain. Same thing with all of Europe. Sell their currency and buy an ally. Ironically, Japan. That's the move. And everywhere, it's adding money to the people who earn it. Why do you think all these socialists and communists and Democrats, they hate the big, beautiful bill? Because it gives you, the working American, your own money. They wanted everything to be like Illinois, where you can barely keep any of your own money.
All right, folks, more stuff the media won't tell you. And that's the strong Trumpian economy. That's subject to the riff. That's right. A new batch of industrial production, manufacturing, and business CapEx came out today, showing the best hard goods boom probably in decades. And all the liberal mainstream media wants to talk about is the allegation that rising inflation is driving up long-term interest rates. Now, that allegation is wrong. I'm going to get to it in a moment or two. But the important story is still the manufacturing boom. And today's industrial production report showed back-to-back gains in June and July for both total production and manufacturing. Durable goods, which is the heart of the manufacturing story, up 8.2% annually over the past 3 months. And then...
Not hearing that, huh? Oh, no, all the suck-ons. All the morons and frauds. Manufacturing employment is down. Good. Is it Democrat unions that are losing their job? Good. Get rid of them. Because they're the ones that have been making that giant sucking sound to everybody else's money you keep pretending. These are the ones who will vote for a communist, a socialist, or anybody else calling themselves an American Democrat over their own country. I personally love it. In the real economy, where the real people govern their areas, non-Democrats, we're kicking ass.
We are back. The S&P topping 7,800 for the very first time today as earnings continue to impress. I know they impress our next guest. He's the Wharton School Professor of Finance, Wisdom Tree's Chief Economist, Jeremy Siegel. Professor, welcome back. I did describe that correctly, right? I mean, you continue to be blown away by the earnings momentum, yeah?
Yeah, I'm blown away by the earnings momentum and continuing good news. You know, last Friday when we were on, we talked about, the situational awareness. What would you call it? Not a meltdown, a liquidity event. And it really didn't rock the market. That was a clearing event. And I think that gave confidence to people. Well, there's some leverage built in there, but it's not excessive. And then the CPI and the PPI report today, this week, are actually quite good. Goldman Sachs, which...
That's Siegel, Professor of Finance, Wharton Business School. And who's going to insult them? The moron Democrats?
Like you said, they print the dollar. So why does the government even borrow?
Well, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money, and then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do?
That's the highest economic advisor to the election thief and fraud with dementia who had soiled his trousers 3 times a day called Joe Biden. There he is, Jared Bernstein. What's his degree in? Guts on Ghoul.
And Joan Shangang, I'm going to pronounce it, Shanga Kawawa.
Only the good die young.